Breaking news has just rocked the NBA to its core. Giannis Antetokounmpo is officially on his way to the Golden State Warriors. Yes, you heard that right. The Greek Freak is joining forces with Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler in what is already being called the most dangerous Big Three in the league. After weeks of secret talks and league-wide speculation, the Warriors have pulled off one of the biggest trades in franchise history. But that's not all. Rumors are flying that Kai Sato might be the next surprise addition to this already stacked roster. What does this mean for the rest of the NBA? Total domination? You better believe it. Stay tuned, because this changes everything. The Dynasty just got supercharged. Absolutely. Here's your expanded 1,700-word YouTube video script for the title just confirmed. Super trade involving Giannis Antetokounmpo to reinforce the Warriors. Warriors news written in an exciting, dramatic, and flowing narrative without any headings or brackets, just as requested. The NBA world is in complete shock right now as one of the most massive trades in recent memory is finally confirmed. Yes, it's real. Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak himself, is officially at the center of a groundbreaking deal that's set to reshape the future of the Golden State Warriors. This isn't a rumor. This isn't clickbait. The details are in, and sources around the league are already reacting to what many are calling the boldest move since the Kevin Durant acquisition. It's official, the Warriors have entered win now mode, and they are going all in. Giannis to the Bay. Just saying it out loud sends chills down your spine. But the deal didn't come easy. This trade has been weeks, no, months in the making. Quiet conversations. Off-the-record meetings. Subtle social media hints. And now, it all comes to a head. According to insiders close to the situation, Golden State's front office made a mind-blowing proposal to Milwaukee, one that included a treasure chest of young talent and future draft picks. And after days of negotiations and tense late-night calls between executives, it's happening. The Bucks have agreed in principle to send Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Golden State Warriors in exchange for a massive package that includes Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, Gary Payton II, multiple unprotected first-round picks, and a few key trade exceptions to make the salaries work. It's the kind of blockbuster deal that fans dream about but rarely ever see come true. And the timing couldn't be more perfect. With Steph Curry still performing at an elite level, Draymond Green's defensive genius holding things together, and the recent addition of Jimmy Butler to the roster, the Warriors are putting together one of the most terrifying lineups the NBA has ever seen. This is not just about competing, this is about total domination. A statement to the rest of the league that says the dynasty isn't dead. In fact, it might just be entering its most powerful phase yet. Now let's talk about what this means on the court. Giannis brings unmatched athleticism, elite defense, powerful rebounding, and a relentless ability to attack the basket. Pair that with Curry's shooting, Butler's grit, and Draymond's playmaking, and you've got a squad that can beat you in every way imaginable. Transition? Dominated. Half-court offense? Unstoppable. Defense? Locked down. Giannis doesn't just make the Warriors better, he makes them terrifying. The Warriors' locker room is already buzzing. Reports say that when the news was announced privately to the team, players were absolutely fired up. Curry, who's always been known for his unselfishness, reportedly welcomed Giannis with open arms. The two have always had mutual respect for each other, and now they'll get to chase championships side by side. And Jimmy Butler? He's been pushing for this move behind the scenes. Butler wants another ring. He wants a legacy. And he believes this core can bring banners back to the Chase Center. But not everyone is cheering. Bucks fans are stunned. Losing a generational talent like Giannis is a gut punch to any franchise. But behind the scenes, there's been trouble brewing. After years of trying to get back to the finals and struggling with playoff exits, Giannis reportedly expressed doubts about Milwaukee's long-term direction. Some close to the team even said he was considering requesting a trade quietly if things didn't improve by next season. So when the Warriors came knocking with an offer that gave the Bucks both future assets and young stars to build around, the front office made a painful but calculated decision. Rebuild now, restock the future, and avoid losing Giannis for nothing down the line. Back in Golden State, the mood is electric. Fans are already lining up to buy Giannis jerseys. Social media is exploding. And the rest of the league? They're nervous. Very nervous. Coaches are calling emergency meetings. Analysts are rewriting their playoff predictions. And Vegas? The betting odds just swung dramatically. The Warriors are now instant title favorites, and that's before we even talk about the final twist in this epic saga. Because while Giannis is the headline, there's one more name floating around the Warriors facility. A name that continues to gain steam with every passing week, Caicedo. That's right, the 7'3" Filipino phenom who has fans from Manila to San Francisco buzzing with excitement. And now that the Warriors are firmly in win-now mode, they're exploring every possible way to bolster their roster, even if that means making a surprise international signing. Sato's name is being discussed internally again, and some sources believe a short-term development deal or summer league invite could soon become a full contract offer. The plan? Use Sato as a rotational piece, develop his skills alongside veterans like Giannis and Draymond, and tap into one of the most passionate global fanbases the NBA has ever seen. For Sato, the opportunity would be massive. Joining a contender like the Warriors could accelerate his development and give him exposure on the biggest stage. For Golden State, it's a low-risk, high-reward move that could pay off both on the court and in terms of global marketing reach. The Warriors aren't just building a team, they're building an empire. Let's not forget the sacrifices, though. Warriors fans will no doubt feel the sting of losing rising stars like Kuminga and Moody. Those players had real potential, and they gave their all for the organization. But when you have the chance to land a superstar like Giannis, you go all in. It's a move that sends a message to the fans, the players, and the league. The Warriors are chasing rings, and they're not waiting around. Meanwhile, the reaction across the NBA is fierce. Rival teams are scrambling to respond. The Lakers, Celtics, Nuggets, and Suns are all reportedly exploring trades of their own to counter the Warriors' power play. We may be looking at the beginning of a new superteam arms race in the league. But the Warriors just fired the first and biggest shot. From a strategic standpoint, this trade is a masterpiece. The Warriors didn't just add talent, they added the exact kind of talent they needed. Giannis is still in his prime. He can anchor a defense, ignite a fast break, and carry the load when needed. He's hungry. He's focused. And now, he's in a system designed for high IQ basketball with one of the greatest shooters of all time by his side. Expect fireworks. Expect dunks.